Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Conversations Podcast, episode 3. How are you today, Mike?
I'm good.
Awesome.
And you?
I am good, thank you. How was your Halloween?
Uneventful. Turned off the lights, closed the doors, and I think I watched a movie or played a game, computer game.
Same, I just watched movies. At my dog sitting, my clients were so busy with the vacation that they were getting ready to go on that they did not have time to grab Halloween candy. I could have gone and grabbed some, but I told myself probably better not because I
Yeah.
trying to cut back. But yeah, just watched a movie and nobody actually knocked on the door, which was nice.
Not one?
No,
Really?
it's not a big thing, the trick-or-treating anymore. Everyone's doing trunk or treat, like going to a parking lot.
I saw that.
Yeah, so that's the big thing to do.
I saw that for the first time.
Yeah. I have never been to one myself, but I've seen pictures and stuff. They look fun.
Yeah. I drove through a parking lot and yeah, it was all this commotion. Cars were all lined up. Trunks were open. I thought it was weird. I've never seen this before. And all the kids were, a lot of kids were around. It was early in the night. And I was like, wow, and I just drove right by them. It got my attention and yeah, I went home bewildered.
We had the time change, which like really threw me for a loop.
Me too.
I was like, okay, it's dark at 5 p.m. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I just wasn't expecting it. It was so out of nowhere. And the dogs I was walking, we used to be able to start our evening walk at 5 p.m. So I had to like start taking them at 4 and it just felt early. A little bit of an adjustment.
I woke up that morning and I felt like kind of strange because I thought, wow, I really didn't sleep a whole lot. Because my cell phone naturally automatically adjusted. So I was like, I felt like I got up early, but I hadn't. It was the same.
Talked about in our last pod, greedy trick-or-treaters taking the whole bowl of candy.
Yeah.
So I saw this TikTok video. People had left out 2 bowls of candy. It was a generous amount of candy. It was like
Yeah.
2 very full bowls. It must have been on their doorstep because they caught it all on camera. This family comes up and it was the father of the group who was taking huge, I can't even like open my hand as big as his freaking hand was. Like taking all of it essentially.
The father
Yes.
in front of his kids. So
He was
kids,
scooping it for his kids. So literally teaching his kids, oh, this is
this
okay,
is how it
kids.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the person on the Ring camera came on microphone and said, "Hey, I can see you." And I think he was embarrassed, mumbled something, and essentially put some back. It was a large group. Everybody starts to go away. You see him leave. The father, the jerk father, comes back and does it again. Takes 2 like huge scoops, even after the owner called them out. They hadn't even left. It was like they started to shuffle away. They were
Yeah.
almost out of the camera.
Yeah.
You
What's
have
wrong with parents nowadays.
even after you're called out,
Yeah.
like,
And the fact that he got embarrassed is his self-admittance that he knew what he was doing
Was
was
wrong.
wrong, yet he's still doing wrong right in front of his kids, and then comes back after he's. I mean, that's like where are people's heads?
when you're a parent, there is nothing more important than setting a good example for the young lives that
Example,
you
exactly.
decide to bring into this world.
I remember being a little boy. I watched everything my parents did, and I remembered it, like in detail,
Same.
closely.
Same.
I closely watched. All parents are being watched by their kids. Monkey see, monkey do. I remember that phrase too.
I used to hate that because I heard it so often. He got his, what do you call that, karma? Because I've seen this video posted so many times.
Yeah.
It was like the Halloween viral video, I feel like, of this year was
Yeah.
this guy being a jerk, setting a bad example. So how is this week going? And was there anything going on last week?
Mostly uneventful. My biggest worry was the EBT scare, which was a no-show. Nothing happened. There were no riots. I still didn't go shopping. I haven't been shopping in a while now because I've avoided Costco and other places. So yeah, I need to go get some milk.
I'm glad that the government got everybody's EBT loaded up and stuff so that
Oh, I heard
there's,
that just yesterday.
yeah, there's no more scare or shortage, for the November shop, which is great.
I I found a new massage place and tried it.
Oh, other than the last lady we talked about?
Yes.
Through your neck?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Who I really like, but so I went to get a haircut. Haircut place was closed. And next door I noticed a brand new massage place open. Grand opening discount. There was no discount. Have you ever tried arguing money with a Chinese speaking person?
I don't argue the price with anybody ever. Like,
Yeah.
if somebody is demanding an outrageous price, I'm
Yeah.
gonna like size it up and be like, okay, I guess I'll pay, but I'm just never gonna come back. I don't argue a price ever.
The prices were normal, the same as everybody else. I was just, I was going to ask, where's the grand opening discount you're talking, but the guy was Chinese, and you just, whatever. So I just got a 1 hour foot massage by a guy, and he was good, strong hands. I think maybe I'm gonna go back.
Nice. My week, I've just been really busy. I had a long dog sitting that took up my last week. I'm doing a lot of at-home dog sitting this week. I'm really appreciative that my client canceled for today, so we had the opportunity to record.
Good.
I have to go get some groceries and stuff afterward. What's that beeping? Is that your phone? My baby chickens, who are, I think, 5 weeks old now.
They're so big,
five
so
weeks. 5 weeks tomorrow, I think. They are nice and big. We finally moved them into their secondary enclosure,
Yeah.
and they have a little outdoor area, which they haven't been in yet. So I think after we wrap the pod today, I'm going to introduce them to the outdoors and see how that goes. It's
That'll
going
be fun.
to be eventful. I
I
assume
want
they're
to watch.
yeah, for sure. I assume they're going to be kind of scared, and they probably aren't going to jump outside.
No?
They're probably going to be very scared. Some of my hens are a little aggressive. I mean, they're not as aggressive as the rooster we used to have,
Yeah.
but some of the hens, they just pick on each other, and I don't understand why. Namely, Fiona and Giselle. Lisa used to be pretty bad too, but she's gotten better. So namely Giselle and Fiona.
They're the meanest ones.
They're the bullies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Are you worried about the little one in your new group? What's her name?
I'm thinking we might call her Minnie. That
Yeah.
was not in the names that I had drawn up before I even ordered them.
No?
But sometimes they just fall into a name. And since she's like the mini one,
Yeah.
I
Appropriate.
think Minnie would be cute.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about her because they have reached the size to where if somebody was on the bottom of a huddle pile,
Yeah.
they could just stand up and break that. So it's the first week of November. What are you currently looking forward to in November, and what makes you happy during the fall and winter months?
Looking forward to Thanksgiving and then Christmas, and which is part of fall and winter. So yeah, the holidays. Mostly, I come from a big family, so looking forward to hanging out and catching up with all my cousins, minus the aunts and uncles. The cousins, we cousins get along better than our parents do. So yeah, holidays are a good time. Lots of eating, good food, and just getting together with family. But everybody's like happy, good spirits. End of the year, everything's going okay for all of our relatives. So yeah, just getting together, hanging out, having fun. How about you?
During November, I don't have a lot to look forward to. I'm just working a lot.
Yeah.
So a lot of work in November. I will be working on Thanksgiving, so no big feast for me, which is totally fine. I just like the coziness of November. Being indoors, being with my cats, watching movies, baking, fun treats. I would love to try to perfect sourdough. People that make their own sourdough are really admirable. Like, that's an amazing task because I've tried, and it's not just put a little bit of water in the jar, mix it up, add flour. Like, it is a whole thing. I have tried 2 times already and failed. So I'm really hoping that maybe sourdough is something I can get
So it's not
this
easy?
fall and winter months. Yeah, not easy. People try to make it seem like easy, though. I see people post videos like, this is the only video you need to help you with your sourdough starter. And I'm like, no, it's not, because I'm still
It's not.
lost. I'm just looking forward to cuddling and watching movies with my cats and watching my chickens get bigger, hopefully integrating them, hopefully no chicken fights.
You reminded me of a point I forgot to mention. When the weather changes, so we're in California, when the weather changes, it's kind of drastic for us. We're used to the heat, and then all of a sudden it's pretty cold. No snow, but it's cold. In the past, I usually I enjoy staying home, staying indoors more, getting cozy in my computer game room, and just getting really into my latest computer game.
Where I'm from, more north, we actually had winter and fall.
Yeah, we don't.
Here, second week of November,
Yep.
and we're still having 90-degree days.
It was 94 2-3 days
Yeah,
ago.
that
94.
doesn't sit right with me. I was wearing my Ugg boots and my North Face jacket,
Yeah.
maybe even a scarf,
You're sitting here in shorts right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is not real winter down here, which is
Yeah.
crazy because it's just a couple 100 miles south.
Well, we
But
Californians, we know it's winter because it gets dark soon.
yeah, that didn't change. So let's talk about kind of a polarizing topic, the Ozempic pandemic. That's what I'm calling it, that is taking over Hollywood right now.
Yeah, I got a letter from my insurance provider. It's so, what'd you call it?
The pandemic?
Yeah, but the word you used, never mind,
I
cut.
said, did I say
Oh,
polarizing?
polarizing,
Okay.
polarizing. Yeah, so polarizing. They sent me a letter.
They're no longer covering it.
Oh, yeah, it's, I mean, it didn't relate to me for any reason, but it's like I got the letter and you mentioned it like the next day, and I just thought that was kind of weird. I went back and I looked at the letter because it basically said, as part of your coverage starting January, none of these drugs will be accepted or provided. And I went through the list and Ozempic was on there. I was like, oh, wow.
It's
Weird.
all so they listed probably Ozempic, Wegovy, Tirzepatide,
Yeah,
Mount Jaro, like all the different kinds.
right.
Okay.
I just thought it was odd because I literally I'd never heard of that drug before. You told me about it, and then the next day I'm getting a letter.
So I learned about it probably at the beginning of this year, maybe even the end of last, but I think it's been popular for like around 5 years. I don't know.
I never heard of it.
Well, the reason I learned about it is because you see all these celebrities who are having like crazy body transformations, and apparently it's the weekly shot, Ozempic. It's not just really rich celebrities now. It's kind of accessible, and like a lot of people are on it. Like, I don't think people realize how dangerous it is.
Well, isn't it like it's being abused?
It's being abused by celebrities for sure, but then the people that I know who are using it as well, also, I'm just like not understanding why such a drastic move is being made on their part. They could easily regulate diet or increase how often they're working out, but instead they're apparently deciding to use this relatively new drug, which
Risky.
risky, thank you, risky drug. It's online, not nobody that I know personally, but they're complaining about these medical issues that they're now having. Like, I think Ozempic was originally designed for diabetics who are obese and can't lose weight in other ways. And I think it's, again, being abused for these people that could just regulate diet and exercise. It's just sad. You're seeing some severe and permanent physical changes. I saw one take stating the crazy slim body type is trending due to in an attempt to prep the public for the imminent period of starvation and food shortage that's coming our way. It's going to be hard to gauge, gee, when did everybody stop getting the nutrition and, the foods that they were used to having? When did all of that stop and everybody started starving? It's going to be hard to pinpoint the when, because everybody is looking gaunt and unhealthy and malnourished because of the Ozempic.
And you're saying that, like, we're being prepared for this, or this is like a programming to prepare us for this coming starvation.
Yes, I think potentially. I mean, this is just somebody's take that I saw,
Yeah.
but I would agree because it's so widespread.
We are definitely being manipulated by the people who are supposed to be serving us. But yeah, again, I won't get political. Sorry. But it's politics. We're being prepared. I agree with you.
I mean,
It's on purpose.
I think you know Katy Perry off the top of your head. You can
Yeah.
picture her.
Yep.
Beautiful pop star.
Isn't she the one who went to space?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pop star and
And
astronaut.
then accidentally opened the door before it was unsealed.
I'm not a Katy Perry worshiper. Does she
No.
have some all-time banger bops that need to be respected for sure?
Yeah.
Is she an astronaut? I don't know. The entire situation there was fishy AF.
What's AF? I saw the video and I saw it like a dozen times, but the first time I saw it, I was like, but see, with my experience and background with the Hollywood industry, everything is fake. It's all fake. It's all lies.
I agree with you. The reason I brought up Katy Perry is because I probably picture her.
Yeah.
Very always been a beautiful
Sorry,
woman.
I distracted you.
Did not need Ozempic.
No, but she abused it.
I mean, is she looking amazing? Yes. Am I concerned for her colon health? Yeah. Look out, Katie. Get off that Ozempic. I'm sorry. We love you. Stop it.
I noticed you said it earlier, diet and exercise. So I have a friend who's a doctor. He's a really good doctor, and he gives me good advice, like for my benefit. And he's like, it's ironic that the best way to lose weight is the oldest way: diet and exercise. Eat less, be more active. Take a pill or a shot. It's not going to work. Something's going to go wrong. There's no. What's ironic about it is the people who are the most overweight are lazy. They don't want to diet and exercise, so they think that taking a pill or a shot, which is easy and lazy, is going to fix all their problems. And then they get more problems. Duh.
I can't hate on anybody for being overweight. There's a lot of different reasons why people gain weight. There was a time period where I felt like I myself was overweight, but was I lucky enough to be able to get that under control? Yes. I think some other people, not only the contributing factors to what caused the weight gain, but maybe there's some new contributing factors, which makes it hard to diet and exercise. If you are diabetic and actually deserving of that drug, no hate on it. Take it. If that's what your doctor prescribed, totally. But that cannot be your lifeline, and that cannot be something you become dependent on. I think it should be a tool to help you lose the weight in an unnatural way. But you also need to recognize this was unnatural and there needs to be an end eventually. Let's not slip backwards. You really have to work on that self-control.
You live a life always cheating, taking shortcuts, doing things the easy way, and sooner or later you're going to have to pay for it. You got to pay. And I think this is a perfect example. The drug was designed for one thing, diabetes, but overweight people are using it for a different result, different reason, and bad side effects. Wow. Why didn't they just diet and exercise? By the way, I'm laughing trying to imagine you with a weight problem. How did you deal with your weight problem? Because clearly you don't have one now.
Well, okay, I guess I should give more details. It was definitely when I was like a junior in high school, so extremely high stress time period of my life.
Yeah.
And then 12 months later, I had lost the weight that I gained because senior year was also extremely stressful. It was just fluctuations due to outside, stress. Yeah.
Do you deal with stress by eating, or is like overeating a?
Well, I mentioned that I do love candy, and
Yeah.
so as a
Yeah, who doesn't?
16, 17-year-old when I was a junior, it was,
Yeah.
Easy to just indulge. There were some other factors too. It's not like I was getting served 3 square meals a day, prepared by a loving parent. That wasn't happening either. So that could contribute to meals being replaced with other snacks.
Junk food.
Exactly.
True. So how did you lose it?
I just got really stressed out. So I was stressed out, junior year, and the stress affected me differently 12 months later, and I lost weight.
So what I'm asking is, did the stress make you overweight, or
It did both.
get your weight off?
It did both.
It did both.
Yep.
That's weird.
I guess I'm lucky.
Yeah.
But yeah, it did do both. And then, when I was a young adult, I don't want to joke about this because it was sad, but I was broke and not able to eat as much as I would have liked. So, that kept me skinny when I was a young adult.
So like my doctor friend said, you ate less.
If you don't have the money to be going through the drive-through or to be going through the Food Max,
Yeah.
or going to pick up anything for you to eat, you're going to appreciate when you can. Because I don't have money in my account,
Right.
It just means I'm going to go hungry, or maybe let me get a second job and make sure I'm not going hungry. I don't foresee that.
Yeah.
And if I do see that potentially happening or outside stressors coming in, I think I have a good support system to where that could be kept under control. But also I had learning lessons, that time period was almost half my life ago.
Yeah.
And those were some formative lessons that I've been able to carry with me.
Wow.
So to finish up the Ozempic pandemic that is wreaking havoc in Hollywood, do you off the top of your head know any like celebrities who have like crazy lost weight? Like, could you pinpoint anybody that's Ozempicing?
I mentioned before, I really don't follow celebrities,
Oh, okay.
like normal people, like not much at all. So,
I love that you bring up Adele because she did have one of the craziest transformations ever.
oh, really?
Have you seen her before and after? Love that you bring it up because I think she's a special case. I do think she had gastric bypass, like she had a surgery to make her stomach smaller, because her transformation was actually before Ozempic.
Right?
But she looks amazing. She has all the money in the world. I don't see her receding back into being plump because it's been several years since her transformation.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I think that she was going to recede back into to being large. It would have been happening already.
Anything for beauty,
But you know what? In Adele's case, I'm all for it because she looks so good.
does she?
There's sometimes people do the drastic changes and they don't look good.
No?
Yeah,
Didn't that happen? The first I can recall that would fit that example is, didn't Michael Jackson do so many surgeries that he started looking better, and then he got to a point where it's like it really made him look weird. He looked like almost non-human.
Michael Jackson was definitely before my time, but I have the internet. I have seen pictures of how he looked as a young child and how he looked before he died. It definitely looked like he had his nose done so many times to where they were like running out of things to work with.
Right?
Maybe this was before, I don't want to say I know everything about rhinoplasty, but I do know that they can use different grafts and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe this was before the rhinoplasty technology was really there. I don't know. But his nose was not looking good towards the end of his life.
Yeah. I think the human body can only take so much artificial repair or fixing, and then
For
it's just
sure.
like you mentioned. There's not enough material to work with.
Well, not to be rude, I think he was having a bad plastic surgeon operate on him.
I think with all his money, he probably had one of the most skilled, and it was too much.
He
No.
has a daughter named Paris Jackson.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that. Yes. Yeah, I remember that name.
I remember a couple weeks ago she was in the news because I think she is trying to sue the people that are in charge of Michael Jackson's estate and they, do investments and make sure that the estate is still making money for his heirs.
Right?
Apparently she's trying to get the money away from them.
Yeah.
She doesn't think they're doing a good job,
Yeah.
even though they're able to prove that they've made made her specifically lots and lots of money over the years. All I'm saying is Little Miss Paris getting real worked up, acting like she can apparently invest better than these people.
Okay.
I only bring it up because I saw literally today, I was scrolling and she made this video. Nobody forced her to do this. She did this on her own accord, showing, giving herself a hole in her septum.
Yeah, that happens.
Right.
From
It
cocaine.
almost seems like she was gloating about it because she goes, yeah, well, this is from, well, exactly what you think it is. Don't do drugs, kids, or do whatever. Everyone's going to have their own experience. And then she went on to say, I would have this surgically repaired, but I am aware that when you get a rhinoplasty, you have to take heavy drugs. And I'm not open to that because I am almost 6 years sober. So I guess I'm just going to live with the whole. And I just thought to myself, that is so uneducated of you. You do not need to take all kinds of opioids or heavy drugs when you get a rhinoplasty. You don't. So that's misinformation. Also, why wouldn't you use this as an example to say, don't do drugs? This is really, I really regret this. This has been a big issue. Like when people have the opportunity to make good of something, it seemed to me that she was trying to gloat about it, but then she's claiming that she's sober, and it's like, so why are you even talking about it?
Famous people have a responsibility. They people are watching them, looking up to them. Some people are worshiping them. To set a good example as a good person. Like
Yes,
this is what good people do.
right.
Don't like it's like they don't care. They have no what's the word that's going around? People who don't accept the consequences of their own actions.
Oh, accountability.
Accountability. Yes, there's no accountability with celebrities. It's like they do whatever they think is going to make them more popular or more loved or better looking.
Speaking of role models and children needing a strong role model, did you see the video going around of the genderless child performing at the WNBA halftime show.
Well, like what we were just talking about, it coincides again with just more bad parenting. I think what's being done to that. He's a boy. His name's Ren. He comes from a Japanese family, by the way. I used to speak Japanese. In the video, his mother is speaking Japanese to him. He's talking back. They're a Japanese family. I mean, maybe they're in live in America now, but his parents were born in Japan. His name's Ren. The video I saw, he literally has fake sexy nails. Where I'm going with this, he's utterly being sexualized for profit and and fame. Sexy nails, sexy eyelashes, sexy hair highlights, sexy outfit, and then the dancing is like that's dancing that only adult women should be doing in like an atmosphere of like a private
Yeah. Strip club or private
well,
home.
I didn't want to say that word, but yeah, strip clubs. As a driver, I've been to a lot of strip clubs, and I got friendly with strippers as part of my job.
I went to a strip club once. It was kind of crazy.
Once?
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to go back, but I did go once. It was kind of wild. My take on it is that no child should ever be that young. Again, age 7 is insane. Dancing provocatively to an
Yes.
audience that could potentially contain a child predator.
Yeah, most likely.
You're literally serving up your child to a child predator.
Yeah,
They're recording, there is a recording of your child twerking and slapping their butt
and wiggling.
that a child predator now has access to.
Yeah,
Why would you subject your child to that? So I just don't think any child should be dancing in that form for the public. The highlighted hair and the fake eyelashes, the winged eyeliner, the nails are all way too inappropriate for a child. I remember being a young adult.
yeah.
My guardian did not allow fake nails. There was some highlights maybe when I was like 15,
Yeah.
not age 7. Fake nails and the hair way too inappropriate, and you're showing midriff. Why are you showing skin?
More
You are a
sexualization.
child.
Yeah, more
That's just so
sexualization.
inappropriate. I know that the WNBA has a history of supporting LGBTQ plus, which is fine and admirable. But they have not, from what I've researched, they have not put out an official statement about this. I think this was wildly inappropriate, and I don't understand why it was done. Children under the age of 10 shouldn't be having thoughts about sexuality at all. Parents need to guide their children to focus on their education and support nothing but fun, innocent, age-appropriate activities. The art of dance is fine, but twerking and cosplaying as an adult is not.
Yeah, there's a difference between dance and sexy dance.
Yes. So I don't understand why this child was being paraded around through the basketball stadium in the outfit, in the inappropriate getup for everyone to see. It's just inappropriate. It's not the art of dance. The last thing I'll say is that if an underage child is showing interest in sex or something sexual, I think parents need to step in and explain that that's not age appropriate. There's all the time in the world to think and express yourself that way when you are 18 to 21. Wait for the right age. When you are age 7, parents need to redirect your kids' thoughts to something productive and positive, like learning based, learn a language or a sport or an instrument, a skill, a hobby, focus on reading. You can always become a better reader. Learn to sew. There's different workbooks, help define language or math or even science. There's always house chores to be done. Lastly, painting is a great outlet, or even origami, another art. There's no reason for a 7-year-old child to be dressed up in that way and performing sexually. I think that is a failed parent. I'm sorry to Ren's mom for saying that, but I really think you need to realign your focus.
Yeah, and leave his sexuality alone.
I think the allowing of highlights and makeup and nails and hair like that is pushing him to think a certain way.
Don't forget the form of dance that he
Absolutely.
he did. He
Absolutely.
performed, which he's practiced hundreds of times before the show. Interesting side note, I noticed from the video, the crowd in the background like cheered him. The people are more than accepting this, they're cheering for it. They're paying for it. They're literally voting with their money for more. So it just it's discouraging when you see like the actual people, the audience cheering for stuff like that. It's just where are people's heads? Just I feel sorry for the boy. I'd like to talk to his parents.
It seems like he's into it. You know, it doesn't seem like he's being forced against his will, which is great. But at age 7, how many decisions are you making for yourself? Is he going to look back on this and be embarrassed because his mom was saying, "Oh, did you want to get your hair highlighted? Yeah, let's get his hair highlighted. Oh, did you want to get your nails done like mine? Yeah, let's get his nails done." How much of this was Ren's decision?
I would say none. Children are extremely susceptible to encouragement, and they will do anything for
Yes.
approval.
Yeah. Getting the vibe that your parent wants you to make that decision, you're probably going to make that decision.
Yes, absolutely.
And you want them to say, "Great choice," like it was
Children
what you
natu-
came up with.
children naturally know nothing about the world, especially the adult world, and they will do whatever gets them approval and satisfaction from their parents. And ultimately, he wants his parents to be happy. So I think the people most responsible for his whatever are his parents.
I think we have a mini driving story that you can share with us today that's going to segue us into our final topic. Tell us about your studio driving session when you were working for the Bachelor franchise.
So it was I was unfamiliar with the show. I got called to go to this private residence where they were filming. They used the house as the studio, and they were filming. It was actually the Bachelorette, and it was. I thought it was a an original, cool idea. One woman having all these date options. Anyway, I get there and they show me where to pull in, and I'm going to drop off one of the contending bachelors. So they assigned me a bachelor because every bachelor had his own driver. So I bring him in. Of course, I'm not anywhere on camera. Just they show my hand opening the door for him. So I was assigned a certain contestant. I drive him in. Took 3 takes because they didn't like the way I drove him in the first 2 times. Which for me, by the way, I just want to point out, I'm a trained chauffeur. I'm not an actor, so I don't know how to work with camera people. Well, I do now after my experience, but when I was new at it, like I was a chauffeur. I'm not an actor. Anyway, so it took 3 takes. The third time, my only credit to the filming was my hand was in view.
Nice.
They didn't get my face. So anyway, he goes in. I go in the waiting area. I'm there a couple hours. They tell me he's ready to be picked up. Apparently, he got what do they call it? Axed, rejected,
Asked to leave.
not chosen.
Yeah.
So I was told to drive him back to his hotel where they had him staying.
That's got to sting.
And the guy gets in the car, and right away I noticed there's like a change in his aura or mood. But whatever. I didn't know what they did during that 3 hours I was waiting for him. Gets in the car, and the guy just like starts sobbing. And I never had a passenger that broke down like that. And he was this young guy, good looking, tall. He seemed like a man's man. I mean, he looked manly. But he just like acted like such a bitch, a weak, whiny bitch. The way he was crying, and I know women are different. When they cry for help, they don't necessarily want help. They just want to be listened to and hugged. But when guys cry for help, like I felt compelled to like say something.
Oh,
I mean, this guy really broke down. I know I'm just a driver, but this guy was like sobbing, and I just thought I got to say something. I tried giving him some encouragement or asked him, what exactly, what's wrong? It just made it worse. He started crying like a little. You're a crybaby. Yeah, no wonder. I can't wait to get you out of my car now, and I'm gonna have to go back there and clean up because you probably pissed your pants too.
oh my gosh.
Crybaby. I don't know. I remember thinking, this thing's weird.
You're funny.
This show's really hurting some men.
I don't understand why The Bachelor and The Bachelorette franchises are so popular and like a lot of people my age like are obsessed when there's a new season coming out. They're like, "Oh my God, I can't wait. Are you watching?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, I'm not. I've never really been into it. I don't think I've ever watched an entire season. It's just not that interesting to me.
No?
But I might be watching the next season of The Bachelorette only because
Why?
Little Miss Trainwreck Taylor of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives has recently been announced that she's going to be the next Bachelorette for the
Yeah.
season premiering in March.
Yeah.
Um,
You had me watch that show.
I was going to say,
didn't you?
Mike, I did have Mike watch the first season of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Which I thought was fun.
It was pretty funny. The
Yeah.
first season was pretty funny.
Well,
Season,
it was fun hearing your take on each episode too.
yeah, it was definitely fun to gab. Season 2, though, I haven't even gotten through season 2, and it's been out for months. Just not interesting.
So to be clear,
Yeah.
which one of the wives is being
The train wreck one, the brunette Taylor, the one with 2 separate baby daddies and a total of 3 children.
wow.
I didn't know that was every bachelor's desired ratio to be divorced mom with 3 kids from 2 different fathers. I didn't know that was the hot new thing.
That's the hot new thing.
Well, apparently, because she is now Bachelorette. And she's going to have 30 of these guys salivating and vying after her choosing them.
Yeah.
Just so she can be, just so that this bachelor, this guy, can be abused by her the way her ex-partner was. I mean, we saw her get arrested for, felony, what was that? Felony assault.
Yep. I saw that video.
I don't know what makes her an appealing young woman. She's not an ideal bachelorette, if you ask me. I'll ask you what you think, but my take is that she is clearly not over her last relationship with baby daddy number 2, Dakota. She's also just not a good role model. I will bet whoever makes it to the end of her season, whoever she chooses as her man, her winner, whatever, they will not end up together. I give it maybe a week or 2 after the finale, but she should not be focused on finding the love of her life right now. You have 3 babies. Raise your kids. They've been through a lot already. You got a divorce and you jumped into a tumultuous relationship with the man who fathered your 3rd child but didn't become anything other than a baby daddy. I mean, we saw on the first season, she went back and forth about even wanting to be with him. And the next thing we know, she's having his baby.
When we were watching the show, was that the couple where the boyfriend or the husband told the girl not to go to a strip club with her friends?
That was different.
Or shouldn't, instead of going on the show and getting involved with somebody else, finding another
Potential baby daddy number 3.
potential, yeah. What's wrong with devoting the same time, energy, and going back and maybe picking from one of the first 2? And like getting along and making it work
Oh,
for the sake of the child.
I don't think the father of her first 2 children, I don't think he wants anything to do with her.
Well,
because
of course.
she has
She's a train wreck.
turned into whatever she is. I think the baby father number 2, Dakota, showed her multiple times that he was not capable of being a good partner. She kept going back to him until she got pregnant. She actually got pregnant with him twice. Like, there's precautions and there's procedures that you can take. You also have a daughter. Your daughter is going to look when your daughter's 16, she's going to realize all the crazy things you were doing as a young mother, not focusing on teaching your daughter to be an upstanding good girl. Instead, you're hopping on the Bachelorette and choosing fame. I hope the father is very present in her children's lives, because I don't think she can be Bachelorette and be trapezing around Hollywood in the way that she's going to be while being a present mother.
What a wreck.
Just not a good role model. I mean, the Bachelorette should be a woman who is, an amazing businesswoman, or, a crazy entrepreneur, or I don't know why we need influencer, but if it is an influencer, why aren't we choosing somebody who has not been arrested for felony assault? Why aren't we choosing an influencer who is spending all of their waking time with their children, if they have any?
Watching the show with you, and Dakota struck me as a guy who really, really tries. He really wanted to keep her. Maybe bad dad,
I don't
but
know. I don't know about all of that because before Taylor had her baby with him, there were other women coming forward saying he cheated on you with me.
yeah,
So I think he's just a cheater. And he said what he needed to long enough to baby trap her because now whatever he does in his whatever else he does in his life, he's still going to be known first and foremost as Taylor Frankie Paul's second baby daddy.
do you think he pursued her for selfish reasons, like to
I have no
get
idea.
famous, make money?
I have no idea, but potentially.
Yeah,
She was not at the height of her fame. I think being Bachelorette is going to be crazy for how popular she is.
yeah.
So I don't think she was at the height of her fame yet, but that doesn't mean he didn't, stick his sights on her beforehand. Who knows? Um, who knows? I just think it's such a weird choice. I think ABC is getting desperate. Uh, yeah, is there really no better Bachelorette candidates?
Well, I can clearly see exactly the reason they are choosing her. She is guaranteed drama, guaranteed train wreck, guaranteed sensationalization, and that makes a lot of money.
For sure. Again, I'm not necessarily a fan of her. I don't follow her on social media,
Yeah.
but will I be watching this season of The Bachelorette? Probably.
Yeah. I'll watch it with you if you have me over.
Awesome. I'm really looking forward to Trainwreck Taylor on The Bachelorette. Again, that's coming out in March, so we have some months to prepare for it. I got some stuff to do. I have to go grocery shopping, go get milk, put my chickens out. So I think we're going to wrap up. Do you have anything else you want to say for today?
Nope. Just looking forward to winter.
Me too. Hope everyone has a great rest of your week, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.